This is the Fair Fight Initiative. I'm Dave Cartoon, and I'm here with Executive Director David Utter, and we're talking about the premise of the Fair Fight Initiative, and it centers around our broken system. And we're going sort of piece by piece into the key components of this broken system to break them down for you, help you understand them, help you understand how they are abused by the powerful to keep marginalized people trapped in this system, and why Fair Fight exists to make systemic change. So, David, let's start with arrests. It is sort of the bread and butter of policing. But while everyone may know what an arrest is, what they may not understand is that arrests are sort of the key metric by which police officers are measured at times.
That's right. And it's also the metric by way cities and government measure how much crime there is. And often, because police have so much discretion, what happens is police will make the easy arrest as opposed to trying to solve the really difficult crime. And so while we have a system that scoops up lots and lots of people for minor offenses or drug addiction, we don't have a system that is really good at solving serious crimes. Not many people know that in some places it's as low as 50% of murders are solved. And we need to be smarter about this because arresting somebody for trespassing or for misdemeanor marijuana possession doesn't make us safer. Solving a murder, that makes us safer.
On one side, you can have solving murders or rape test kits that sit on shelves for years and years and years. And on the other hand, you have things like Scorpion units in Memphis that saturate neighborhoods and prey on marginalized people. Or a case that we followed closely in a place in our backyard where Fair Fight was founded, where the Baton Rouge Narcotics Unit was literally going out and paying off prostitutes to inform on their johns to drum up narcotics arrests. For what purpose? Simply statistics.
Yeah, and the only reason we know about that case and the only reason we know about corruption is because one of the officers, Jason Acree, kept getting arrested for driving while intoxicated or speeding through Baton Rouge with guns and drugs on them. And it was only then that people felt comfortable coming out and saying, yeah, I know that guy. He actually gave me some drugs to tell a lie about, one of the cases he was trying to make. Another thing about that sort of pattern is that it's not unique to Baton Rouge. Right? I mean, there's an entire investigation right now in Los Angeles with police officers having similar tattoos because they belong to a, wait for it, gang. And you've got the Philadelphia police a few years back had Facebook groups where officers within that Facebook group were sharing racist memes and racist messages about people they were arresting. So it's a problem. We give police a lot of discretion in this system, and it really, really behooves us to make sure that we hold them accountable.
So Fair Fight Initiative is founded on this principle that the system is broken, but it all circles around to litigating these problems. And one of the parts of the system that is broken is that litigating these problems is extremely expensive, and there is very little incentive for civil rights attorneys, criminal defense attorneys, attorneys who make their money upon judgments to take cases that have no financial incentive for them to do. And so Fair Fight steps in, we crowdsource money to pay for the cases that we think can bring social change. Where can we make social change around the field of wrongful arrests or trumped up arrests or quota arrests? Or how do we propose to fix this for people?
Well, look, anytime a police officer is sued or a municipality is sued because their police officers have a policy of discrimination or racist policing, those officers are defended by lawyers who get paid by the hour from the police union or the city, and they are defended whether the officer ends up losing the case or not. The plaintiff's lawyers the people that are representing the people that have been wrongfully arrested or wrongfully detained or beat the crap out of during their arrest, those lawyers don't get paid until the end of the case, and only if they win. The idea is to fund as many lawyers as possible, to take as many cases as possible, and file lawsuits so that, and have them, paid by the hour and their expenses paid just like the police officers' lawyers are paid, so that it's a fair fight, it's a level playing field, and lawyers can file more cases. And at some point there can be a tipping point where, when we have so many cases out there being litigated and winning these cases, the lawyers are able to take cases that aren't big dollar cases but are righteous by the facts, and hopefully we can change the system by filing as many cases as possible and getting as many lawyers in these cases involved as possible.
Brick by brick, we've laid out for you how this system is broken, how it impacts people, and how we propose to change it. Continue clicking through the fairfightinitiative.org website, and you can see how these building blocks fit together.